It was revealed this week that Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito's son has been, quote, secretly working in the General Counsel's office at the United States Department of Treasury for over a year. And nobody knew. And even though his son was working at the Department of Treasury, which had cases in front of the Supreme Court, Samuel Alito, believe it or not, didn't recuse himself in spite of this very obvious and dangerous conflict of interest. And wouldn't you know it, when he didn't recuse himself, he sided with his son's agency. Specifically, the tariff case. Now, ultimately, Trump did not win that, but Alito did side with the Treasury, arguing in his dissent that sure, they can do whatever the hell they want. Philip Alito was hired to Treasury's Office of the General Counsel in the early months of the second Trump administration, according to 4 former government officials. Yet his presence there has been treated as something close to a state secret. If people were introducing themselves by first and last name, he'd just say Phil, not Phil Alito, said one former official. He's a pretty soft-spoken guy. The younger Alito maintains no public resume, has no LinkedIn profile, and his name appears nowhere on the Treasury Department's website. Colleagues recall that he went out of his way to avoid drawing attention to his famous surname. So it's not just that he was working there and we just didn't know about it. According to these 4 former officials, there was an active cover-up. They didn't want people to know that the Supreme Court Justice's son was working in the Treasury Department in the Office of the General Counsel, like he's one of our lawyers, whose dad happens to be on the most powerful court in the United States. This is a cover-up. Now, the question is, why are they covering it up? Because Phil Alito has every right to work there, even while his dad is on the Supreme Court. But they wanted to keep it quiet. And it can't just be because they wanted his dad to still be able to rule on cases, because when they hired him, they had no guarantee they were going to have any cases in front of the Supreme Court. So you can't tell me it's just because, hey, we want that guy on our side. That doesn't make sense. Because that's engaging in a cover-up for something that may never even need to happen. Now, you could argue, I guess, that, well, they wanted to keep it in their back pocket just in case. I don't think they have that kind of foresight. There's something else here. There's something more, something that we don't know. And unfortunately, we don't know. But there's more to this. And I predict there will be more to this as more and more comes out. Because now, of course, we've cracked that piñata wide open. We just now have to gather up all the candy, see what's good and what's not. And there will be more that comes out about this. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.